I got something different for you today, champ. How about some rare records?
These rare records.
What I consider rare and priceless. Let's start
might-
with some jazz. You know,
Okay.
now in jazz, some of the biggest names really didn't have that many records, and one of those persons is
You're saying
Well, Monk.
Thelonious Monk. He had a lot of records, I thought.
Well, you know, considering that he lived into his 60s, I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
Because he was just on Prestige and Riverside, which is really the same record company, and then Columbia. And he had many years where he could have recorded and he went into isolation. He lived with a countess in New York City. And she paid all his bills, and he was married and had children and everything else, but he lived with her. And he would not, even for years, even play the piano. He wouldn't go.
Wow.
Well, no.
Had that kind
And
of
a lot
talent.
of people that were jazz artists and friends of his would come over, try and encourage him by going to the piano and start playing, thinking that would make him want to go and play too. But rarely did it. And so he cut his own career short by quite a bit. So, and then a lot of the records that you may be thinking of came by the record companies, and what they did is they
Recorded live concerts.
right. Well, they took out recordings that they had from live recordings, or they took out records that were really outtakes from recording sessions and things. So no, but I love Monk's. He was such an nobody was like him. Nobody, because he believed that you could hit any key on the piano, didn't matter, and it's all music, and it worked for him.
It did. It worked well. It works for me too.
Wow.
Yeah. So that sounds like a good one.
Now, in guitars, there's George Benson, of course, and there's
Wes Montgomery.
Wes Montgomery, a big name.
Is that
But
what
you
you
know,
got?
another name that I always liked.
Charlie Bird. Oh, Garbo Zavo. Yeah. I got
And that was really unique playing. It kind of, he also played the sitar. And his music had kind of an Eastern feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some more than others, but yes.
Well.
Yeah, I hear that.
And geez, on this, he's got White Rabbit, so he's playing some rock music there. He's got My Foolish Heart, and then he's got some My Search for Nirvana, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Like Hare Krishna,
Space, and Spellbinder. Spellbinder actually was pretty popular on the FM radio.
Wow. That looks pretty cool. I like that. I wonder what the inside looks like. Oh, just a lot of writing, but that's okay. I mean, that's what you do when you hope there's a lot of writing inside to tell you more about the people on here. So Carol Kay was on this record. So one of the Wrecking Crew, Oliver Mitchell. So yeah, it's always good to see the sidemen on all these records, to see that they all work together. Gary McFarlane, and how they weaved onto each other records. I mean, especially like if you listen to Bob James and Eric Gale and those records, they all are playing each other's records. It doesn't matter if you're listening to Hubert Laws or which. The backing group is it's a lot of the same players, and all very good. What you got?
Well,
next?
one of my favorite sax men is Coleman Hawkins. And this, let's see what label this is. Ooh.
Coleman Hawkins encounters Ben Webster. Oh, and you got John Hawkins' name on it. So, so,
Oh, this is Verve, isn't it? Yeah, it's Verve.
Verb. Yeah, I think I've seen that one. That looks like a lot of fun. So are they playing together on this one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Blues for Yolanda. It never entered my mind. Rosita. You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To, Prisoner of Love, Tangerine, Shine on Harvest Moon. Not a lot of songs. You've got 7 tracks on here, but it looks like
Well, that means that they're probably stretching out some, and that's the ones I like the
the
best.
best check. Give me a 10-minute cut. Yeah, Ray Brown on guitar, Herb Ellis on piano. Wait, do I have that right? No, Herb Ellis on guitar, Ray Brown on bass, Oscar Peterson on piano, Alvin Stoller on
Solid
drums.
group.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a fun one. I like that. Ooh, I love this one. Show me that one. Oh, I don't. It's not in great shape, but I've got a copy of this somewhere. Soul Battle, Oliver Nelson, King Curtis, Jimmy Forrest. All 3 of those are killers, just killers.
And it's on Prestige.
It's on Prestige. But Jimmy Forrest, I love his records. I love King Curtis's records, and I love Oliver Nelson's records. So putting all 3 together, yeah, wow. Always love that.
If you ever see Oliver Nelson's Blues in the Abstract Truth, pick it up.
All right, I'll look for that one.
Right,
I don't think I have that one, but I know a lot. What's on the cover?
Well, you know, we had the Jones Brothers. Remember those? Elvin Jones?
Elvin Jones. Yeah, Elvin Jones. Drummer, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, and he I think he's passed away now, but I think
Yeah.
he played at Jazz Alley a number of times.
Well, he was Coltrane's on those historic recordings. He was a drummer for John Coltrane.
Yeah.
And you had to be an excellent drummer to be in that band. So there you go.
John Coltrane, Frank Foster, Sonny Rollins,
What backup man, huh?
McCoy and Tyner. So,
You see, he was an explosive drummer, and he to play with Coltrane, because Coltrane was setting new parameters on music. He was stretching out so far that if you didn't have a man of the capability of Elvin Jones, that music was not going to fly. So those people and Elvin Jones,
he knew how to follow.
Yeah, and this is a promotional record, and it's again because it's a compilation of his work with all different types of groups. Maybe people would think, not to get it, but this is, to me, all the gold right here on one album, two record set. I love it.
Well, at least the impulse. It's a fun impulse.
Here's another man who had a short career, Lester Young.
That's a pork pie hat, right? That's a.
His was due to partly to drinking. He drank to excess, and then he became very introverted too. And it was hard to get him to recording sessions and get him into the recording studio. But
Yeah, this has a lot of classics.
when he was on, man, he was really great, really, and doesn't have that many recordings.
A Lullaby of Birdland. There'll Never Be Another You, Tea for Two, Old Lady Be Good. I didn't know what time it was. So yeah, all solid tracks to stretch out on. Lester Young in Paris. Yeah, like it.